very weird. Alright. I was trolling chat. Alright, as I said, I'm gonna review the game. I'm not gonna review, I'm gonna watch the game. Alright? You can feel free to stay. I'm just gonna pinpoint some of my thoughts in here while I watch. I don't know if you guys want to watch me do this, but I'll do it. I'm just gonna watch the game 1. Only game 1 today, alright? I'm just doing game 1. I'm not gonna do game 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, I don't know how many games they play. I've only played like 4 games. I think TSM won 3-1. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna start it. I'm just gonna watch it. You can watch me commentate it. I'm gonna be a complete idiot commentating.
Nautilus band being thrown elimination. That was actually Lustboy's third support. So they're now pushing Lustboy down to number.
Alright, so I'm just gonna look at the picks and bans. The bans on Rumble. The ban on Rumble is against Cloud9, against Balls. Balls is a very good Rumble, obviously, in the NA scene. A Vladimir ban, maybe High picked it up, and Vladimir is a fairly safe champion for High to scale, like like how High plays in his champion pool, fairly easy and simple. Balls maybe even play on top lane. Nautilus ban, I mean Lemonation's Nautilus is not. It's something that everyone knows, like how he plays it, how he invades the jungle, something that he newly bought up. And so does TSM also play this. So, yep. Anyways. The bans from Cloud9, a fresh ban. I don't know about that fresh ban, and I don't know if Lustboy plays a good fresh. I don't know, it's a good fresh. Awkward. Jenna ban, the disengage, and Lustboy is very good in disengage support. It's a very known thing. Hecarim ban. What? Wait, Dyrus plays Hecarim? I don't know. Not too sure. Maybe they do. But I never seen him play in the pro scene yet. Maybe he does. Alright. Alright. First pick, Gragas, not a surprise. It's always Gragas, Sejuani, and like Nunu. Not even Nunu. I think Sejuani and Gragas are very highly contested picks in the meta right now due to Syndra Hulk. Not surprised.
Support also suggests that Lemonation may have been working on something special. He is usually the first one in North America to
they should just open up Sejuani for Cloud9. Cloud9's gonna pick Sejuani, I think. There's no other ways to it. Sejuani just gives us so much to team fight.
It hasn't really made its way over here just yet.
The thing about Gragas against these two teams is that if it's not banned, it's gotta be picked. Cause Cloud9 played a really good Gragas. We just played a really well Gragas during the Team Liquid series, and then TSM Centurion also played a very good Gragas during the Team Impulse series. So these are these two junglers are very good at what they're doing. So it's a highly contested pick from both teams anyways.
Gragas gets taken away, something Meteos and Santorin have both been using.
Okay, not too surprised by it. I think they're gonna pick Sejuani. I don't know about what they're gonna pick for the other ones. They might want to pick High's mid, but I don't think that's a good idea. So I think it's gonna be a top mid pick. I mean, not top jungle pick.
I was trying to ask him about it, and he asked me, which jungle do you think is better? I said, I think Gragas wins.
Because they don't want to show the bot lane right now. They show if Cloud9 decides to show like one of the supports, TSM can play accordingly. So they don't want to do that. Oh, they didn't even pick Sejuani. They just picked Urgot, Maokai. Well, maybe they don't have to pick Sejuani, but picking Sejuani doesn't show too much. Anyways, I think TSM already is going to expect in the Sejuani anyways. I don't think there's not much of an issue unless they want a high priority pick. So they picked their mid top laner. Now they show that they have a tank and then a semi tank as well, Urgot in the mid lane. Not too much of a deep issue.
The junglers are going to play something.
But I'm seeing already from Cloud9 they're going for a team fight comp. Because if you think about like what junglers that Cloud9 can bring out, it's like Sejuani, Zac, Nunu. Those are very Nunu's a very controlled jungle, control type of jungle, and also like a very farm, like a very farming jungle, not counter jungle, getting all the buffs, getting early control, semi team fighting, the very peeling type of oriented. You have Sejuani, who's a very team fight as well. Zac is a very team fight. I don't like what Cloud9 picked right here already. So just because of this, I think if you really want to prioritize High onto a tank or something, I mean on Urgot, or there's a because of how small High's champion pool is, I think picking Urgot and then picking who's this Finglo called? I forgot. Picking a Sejuani right now or the jungler, because right now you already show like your hands. You know, like it's already known that you will be picking that jungler unless you're doing a cheese jungler, such as Shaco or something like that. Then okay, this makes sense. All right, this will make sense. But right now, I don't see a cheese jungler when you show me a Maokai. Okay, there's not much of a cheese right there.
Pick what they want.
Because you're already
Jungle
kind of
bank
saying
here,
that you
so
want to go for a
Gragas
team
goes
fight.
over, and we see
Your mid lane's
Cloud9
not
now
having
with
any wave
Maokai
play.
and the
You're going for more of a Pokken oriented
That Urgot's very interesting.
type of a
because
mid
it can
laner
go in
and
either
some
the mid lane
tanky.
or the bottom lane. It flexes like that.
Yep.
Wild Turtle also had a really bad time in laning.
Meadows
phase
is not.
against
It's not into
Urgot
Elise
when
anymore.
all
Media,
of the
Elise is
finals.
not strong in the current meta. He's fairly
It
weak.
also opens up the
She's
possibility
very
for
weak in
Cloud9
the
to
strong
build
in the current
a
meta.
heavily tanky team, which
Just
would
because of
limit
how
the
much she got nerfed by
effectiveness
Riot, and the jungle
of
items doesn't favor her
assassin.
at all. Not
It's
even by a
actually
single bit.
very, very potent from a champ select and versatility perspective to have Urgot locked in that early.
Well, Dyrus is saying, yep, beyond Lulu once again. Let's do it. Keep safe in the top lane and the Kog'Maw. They literally are sticking to their guns if they pick the Kog'Maw here. Within the video, they
Nami,
just released, they said,
Nami,
if we ever get that
Nami,
competition
Lulu.
again, and we have a Lulu, just pick the Kog'Maw. It's crazy if they actually just stick with that.
They do have
Okay, that's
some
a Dyrus
ready
top
to go with
Lulu.
it.
Nami, too.
That's a top Lulu against Maokai. Alright, that's a very safe lane for Dyrus to play in. If they don't want to play a tank, that's also fine. You have Nami.
Right.
Like this is already you already see like TSM's comp. It's very disengaged comp, a very disengaged oriented comp. And if TSM decides to pick like a Bjergsen's a very mechanical skill player. You know he can actually play like something like maybe like assassinist type mid against I don't know how he fares against Urgot. Like I don't know what he comforts in. Like if he decides to go for more of a assassin type of mid laner, it might work out against this because of how the team fight might work out from Gragas bear like the Gragas explosive cast his ult blowing one or two people away from towards TSM, and you have a Nami tidal wave coming in to just like disengage everything like to knock them up again, and then everyone will burst they could burst that one target down if they decide to go for that assassin. It's already a very disengaged team comp from TSM already. It's already I think kind of seen from like their free picks. Like TSM already knows what they're picking from that two picks that they're shown. And then Cloud9 can to show them like they got their Sejuani and Braum just to show that they want more engage.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Now the question will be, how does TSM?
This is just a thing.
Vladimir
Full on
already banned
engage
away.
comp by
He's good against
Cloud9.
a lot of tank tops. You want to be able to build something that does sustained damage, AoE damage, or shredding damage against a tank. Orianna Kog'Maw is pretty good.
The
but
thing
it
is
doesn't
that
have one
Assassins
source of
just
threat.
farms really
Ziggs and an AD
back.
carry
You don't have to
would
go full on
punish
Assassin.
their
It's not like I'm saying like they have to go Zed or something. I'm saying like they could go for something like Ari LeBlanc maybe or something like that. They just like go back and farm.
Jinx right there. That's a lot of AoE damage that can maybe punish a tank ball.
Ziggs is a pretty good.
You were correct.
Ziggs is definitely
Turtle
pretty
had
good.
a hard time against that Urgot, but once they got out of lane, he was definitely racking up the kills with a Jinx. So
Alright,
he
I'm gonna
will
be dead
once again
leader.
pick that Jinx.
Jinx, Ari.
If this is actually sneakies, though.
I like the Ziggs a lot more. Composition
Yeah, that
is-
team comp is definitely
in
it's
order for
definitely
there to be
disengaged and
enough
just
momentum
kite back
to
comp.
impact lanes, Ari
You have
is
you
a
have
pick.
Jinx.
That's more of a
You have
pick
Lulu
that
speeding
Ziggs
Jinx
is going to
backwards.
be able to
Yeah,
impact
this is
lanes.
definitely a
Not as
disengaged
much
team
about the
comp.
team fights.
Just by saying it, everyone knows that. This is a full-on engaged comp. Cloud9 should really be picking up Sivir. I think really Sivir is gonna be the huge issue. Sivir, maybe Lucian, but I think it's Sivir just because just to boost it up, just to make him more engaged and just to
Well,
catch
now we get to see
TSM.
whether they
Just
can
since the
maybe
fact that
carry
it's
or mid lane,
that TSM running
which
full
will
engage, getting
define
someone with more
Cloud9's
movement
team
speed
comp.
may help
We've been wondering
Cloud9
what
catch
he
them
breaks out.
a bit out.
What if they did a Corki mid here and then threw Urgot?
Mm.
Corki was High's best pick pretty
I was
much.
gonna
in
say
the
that is
semifinals.
still left up.
Or just
Yeah.
speed for the Tonks.
So there's their
Do it.
wave clear.
Yeah. That's
I
really
like
interesting.
TSM's
I can't
team
wait
comp
to
just
see
because
High's Urgot
there's
here.
usually because Gragas just
Against
gives so
Ari.
much.
That's
Gragas can set up,
maybe what's
can
gonna
really
make or
set
break
up
this game
on
here, because
these.
if I can prevent Bjergsen
Can set up
from
like
roaming,
and
the
isolate
tank ball
one
in
member
teamfights
of
could be
Cloud9,
overwhelming from Cloud9's
like in a
team
really
defense
awkward
behind
position.
it.
Like by isolating him,
TSM's
like
team
blowing him
composition, it's a
close
lot of
to the TSM
comfort
members and
champions
blowing
or
him up
old comfort champions.
because of Ari's
Recent comfort
charm,
with
and
the
then you have
Goddess
high damage
on
Jinx on the
Santorin
resets. You know,
and
the reset can
old school
turn into
comfort
chase.
with Lustboy on Nami. We'll
So
see
TSM has like
how
this
kept that
team comp of
together.
disengage
Beerson
and
as
probably
well, tip him back to
semi
Ari on this one's
re-engage
gonna be very
if
nice
they
for him.
could get
Super
that one
comfortable
kill
laning
from
phase
that
in that one.
explosive
If he
cast,
can
Bragg's
stay
explosive
away from
cast,
those
and just
charges,
re-engage again.
we have not
That
really
might
seen
work
high
out.
on this
Or they could
Urgot.
just
Also
like
said
full on
it's
disengage, and they could just have
him
Lulu and
on
Nami,
Cloud9
you know,
side to
and
be
all
the
that
one
stuff
to
to
pull out all
re-engage.
the
It's
stops,
just
the new champions and do
pure
it.
on,
It's
really
funny
solid
listening
team
to
comp. And
Bjergsen,
Cloud9
because
just
he's
like
worried
a
about
straight up
Meteos
team
and
fight, you know,
Santorin.
engage
He
comp,
thinks
just
they'll have
bro,
the biggest
just
matchup.
run in
So
your
at least
face and
got
just like
their mindset
grab
on
someone,
somebody
just like
else
kill that one
who's gonna
person,
do
and
well
just
in this
continue run
match,
over
which
your
means
face.
I think we'll get a good game from
That type
everyone.
of team
Jeff.
comp.
Yeah, and we know with these guys, the game one, while it is important in the overall context of the series, does not decide the series in any way. A lot of times they're champion pool testing in these first games, and things will change drastically.
I'm gonna
afterwards.
skip
But
this.
honestly, those are some pretty cool team compositions for game one.
7
A 5-3.
the series is going to those throughout. We thought the 2015 North American Spring Split Finals.
It's safe to say
Okay.
everyone is ready for this one, Riv.
DSM chance already.
Man, I wonder if it separated TSM
I don't-
inside and Cloud9 outside.
No, I
Hmm.
think that's just all TSM
I
fans.
didn't really hear any chance.
There are
So
a lot
TSM
of
is still
Cloud9
thinking of a
fans,
lane
but
swap, trying to protect
there
Jinx
are many more
already early on.
we have learned.
That's fine. Really depends on how you want how you want things to be. You know how how you want it to be. So then full
So the
screen
early
this.
wards are actually aren't getting too deep here. Santorin's obviously able to just brute that one in. I'll give Meteos a little. No, it should be down before he goes for his Raptors rather. So nothing big coming from anybody in the early game. Turtle's going to sit towards the top lane, and it does not look like we're going to get the 2v2 matchup.
Yeah. One of the nice deep rewards, though, that was placed there by Santorin was actually trying to stop Maokai from stacking saplings and taking the Raptor camp.
Well,
Somewhat risky war to get in there, but the fact that he has done so will deny balls a little bit.
we're talking about balls being on the Hecarim, being on something that can carry to the Maokai this time. Still do a sufficient amount of damage.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get to play it that much. The Maokai, that is, only
Right.
2 times in the semifinals.
This lane
but
swap just
throughout
protecting
the
Jinx
ending
is pretty
tournaments,
decent.
The Maokai was the pick.
Yeah.
for
This should be a
Cloud9
freeze for
as their
TSM.
very first choice. The fact that they
Okay, so
were
Lustboy
able to
stopped
just
it.
kinda get it
Stopped the C9 from that ward
huge priority on him.
spot.
First pick
Lustboy
on
one kind of
his
checking the,
on the other
what
side.
buffs they're starting, where they're starting.
Lustboy trying to do some
All
nice
right.
things
Yeah,
on Nami.
still working with water.
Not the same.
Not a problem.
I think.
Just being smooth. I don't think he's going to get too far in this one. Just knowledge of what Cloud9 is doing and at what speed. Elimination's going
Okay,
to
so-
try to do
so
a little bit of his own scouting here as he heads down towards
Elimination
the
is
bottom
a little
side of the map.
slow
Sounds like they are out
on
already.
trying to
You can
scout
tell
the
these guys
enemy
practiced a lot
or
of
trying to
each
like
other
give some
because they have the
harass.
same ideas,
And
with what to do
Dyrus
with
has
the
already
swaps.
been helping Santorin quite a bit in the jungle,
They're like,
Honestly,
just by
TSM lucked
autos.
out on that a little bit.
I don't know how much it helped.
Basically, Elimination.
It's not too much anyways.
And even though he stole one tiny little Raptor,
Bjergsen went for
the camp itself
Doran's
wasn't stopped.
against
Whereas
Urgot.
for Cloud9 here, they forewent doing
Interesting.
the Raptors
Fairly interesting.
and ran straight to the other side of their jungle. Therefore, it's actually the TSM duo jungle here of Dyrus and Santorin that are ahead on experience.
Just by this lane swap in general, we're just gonna give him the dragon, that early dragon.
Yep,
It's a
given
given
over
thing.
to
TSM's
Meteos,
already given
played
it
out
up.
well.
When you do a lane swap, like switching a ball lane up there,
Ward over
it's
the
already
wall
known
here.
that you're gonna
Yeah,
give out
they are
that
going
first
to
dragon.
get this.
It's a
Elimination
good
towards
trade-off
towards
that you
red,
have to
definitely
do
give them a
by
little
giving
bit of
farm to
confidence
one of
before
your
he goes
to
in.
one of your
And
80
three
carries
wards
that you
with the
want.
Scuttle Crab is all they need.
So
With a
you had to
level
do
one
it.
support too.
Mhm.
So really low experience values here early from Cloud9. There will be more experience, substantially more experience on the side of TSM. And for a dragon, they get
Mhm. 3 wards with the Scuttle Crab is all they need.
with a level
Comes in. And 3 wards with the Scuttle
So I'm
Crab.
just looking at High's positioning right now. He should be standing around the bottom side, around this area right now.
low experience values here early from
'Cause-
Cloud9. There
Because
will
you
be
know for the fact that your team, your whole team is at the bottom side, alright, at the river, right? Their dual lanes up top, okay? Lemonation scouted that they're doing the Raptors, okay? So the blue buff is still up, and they're doing a double jungle camp, okay? So this instantly already tells you that the whole TSM team is up top, alright, and you're doing dragon. So High
Be more
right now should be not be going up around this middle area. Instead, he should be standing around this bottom side area, just to protect himself from any potential gank that which TSM is already doing right now. Then that with a lack of vision of C9, TSM knows that they don't have vision there because they're all on bottom side. And then this is just over aggression from Cloud, like from not Cloud, from High in general. Like how he positions himself is very bad. He needs to understand that he needs to read his team. His team should be like telling him that, you know, that TSM is on top side, alright? That's why the dragon call was made, essentially, that, you know, TSM is top side, we do dragon. So this should be communicated, and High should already know that this is there, that a potential gank will happen onto him. So some fairly poor positioning on that lane.
Flash E body slams you for the stun, it's almost a guaranteed death because Bjergsen would charm him for sure. And when Santorin was body slamming in, he wouldn't have been in range unless he flashed, but High respected it, flashed anyway, was able to get it alive.
Oh my god, that missed skill shot on Braum. That missed skill shot.
Split in the uprights on that one, and TSM looks like they can get out safely. They have to be careful of what's really happening here, though. Can they get out in time? They're still going to try to take down Dyrus. The Ignite is out. The Ignite. The uprights on. 1-2 miss there. Dyrus is going to be able to have a bit of a split in the uprights on that one, and TSM looks like they can get out safely.
All right. Here's an issue. I think I'm kind of like this is. So you miss all your skill shots. All right. Gragas has no flash, and you see them. There's a chance of fear. I think a chance of going back in again. Alright, there's a chance of going back in because Gragas used body slam to get out, right? He blew his flash for High. So High should already communicate. This should be communicated already. So Balls shouldn't has W. So I think this should be this right now. I think they're going for
what's really happening.
They're going for Dyrus, but I think they should have continued going on Santorin instead. Because I think it's fine for you for Sejuani for elimination to just flashed in, just to continue autoing Gragas. Gragas is not gonna escape. Okay, there was already a Braum proc on him. If you continue to go on Gragas, he's not gonna escape as well. You can have Sneaky going back in as well, right? Because Dyrus was going on to the left, to the right side. You can see right here. Sneaky was right here, all right.
Uprights on that one.
Like around this mark, this should be like around this like let's follow layer little mark right down there. Like this right here should be also like an instant thing that Cloud9's like he has no flash and he's body slammed away, so he should be going back in again. Lemon can flash in and just auto him. He's not gonna run. You can have someone else to flash in. This would deny Santorin out and get his double buffs to someone, to anybody on their team. That would actually transition into more, you know, to more of a lead, you know, to our team solo mid. I'm not team solo mid. That's called Cloud9. What am I talking today? I think the only thing that was scared is Lust Boy, but I don't see an issue with this at all. Because even if Lust Boy comes right now and Dyrus tries to help, this is a 4v3, and it should be in favor of. I mean, it should be in favor of Cloud9, no matter what. Everybody is fairly healthy, so. Dyrus is level 2, and he's not going to do too much right now. Instead, they go for a dive on Dyrus, which I really disagree on. Okay, Nami was coming. So they saw Nami. I still would say go on Santorin. The whole issue is because of Dyrus going on the right side. I couldn't see on my minimap. Like, you guys probably could see it, but I couldn't see it because of a fucking YouTube bar there. I couldn't see the minimap, so I didn't know. So Lost Boy was already there. So Cloud9's call was to go and dive on Dyrus instead. I would still say go on Santorin. I wouldn't say go on a dive there. They should have killed Dyrus, right? Wow, he lived. Wow, that's very unfortunate. And then they tank the tower, and then Balls now has to back, and these minions are soaked by them right now.
Yep. Dyrus was dead for sure. So Lust Boy supporting everybody but Wild Turtle early on.
Because if you think about it, like if you're fighting in that middle area of that lane between the towers, There's no tower damage from nobody, right? Ari's not gonna roam that quick enough, because Bjergsen, I mean not Bjergsen, High is already pushing Bjergsen in. So Bjergsen is not really gonna roam. Turtle is just continuing freezing away. There's nothing to be on there. So I don't know. I mean that's a misplay from
Training wheels back to these champions. He's just straight off and running. No
from
mistakes,
Cloud9. I
all
don't
plays
know
right out of
about
the
that
gate for
call
him. A nice hit by
onto diving
Bjergsen.
Dyrus
He needed
instead.
that 5 to
I think
4
they should just
in
went on
this lane, not too
Santorin
far
and
behind.
maybe even
He's
kill
been
Lust
taking
Boy
those corrosive
while
charges
trying
a
help.
little too much, and High has that upper hand. 34 to 25 in mid lane right now. So Turtle freezing away in this.
Turtle's
top
continuing
lane.
freezing
Shouldn't
away.
really see any trouble for quite an amount of time in the game here. So he should be big for TSM come mid late game.
And someone who is not very big right now for Cloud9 is actually Balls. Level 2 on Maokai, everything has gone against his farming early on in the game, which typically does not work out for Cloud9 when they need him as an initiation threat. Think about the very early jungle. Lustboy pushed him off of the Raptor camp. He couldn't share that. The first experience Balls actually got was sharing the wolves on the other side of the jungle. Then he never even got lane experience because the dive was shut down. He never got kill or assist gold. And now he's set up in a lane against Lustboy and a level 5 Jinx. There is no way he gets meaningful farm. In the
Holy
next
shit.
TSM getting everything.
This is actually really bad for
And that ward early from Santorin towards Raptors was a pretty big catalyst.
for Balls right now. Balls is such an awkward position against TSM because of how he roamed. Because this is the issue that this happen to Cloud9's Balls right now. Okay. Dyrus survived that bottom lane, right? Nothing happened. No, like everything was fine for him. He got some CS2 under the tower and some experience during that, during that whole weird ass exchange on the bottom lane, while being inside the tower. Like when Cloud9 was in between the bottom towers. The dive failed. No advantage was gained for Balls or for Cloud9. Right now, Balls can't even get to the minion wave because Lustboy is zoning. Jinx is level 5. She's very strong right now. And with some support of Lustboy, he can't even get close to the wave to get EXP. So he decides to go double jungle with Meteos. This would also put Meteos in a little more deficit against Gragas because of the sharing XP. It's very bad for Cloud9 right now for the jungler and a top laner. So which is why I think like they needed to do dive to get on Santorin. This is not.
Santorin now is by himself.
The call was fairly poor to Dyrus. I think it was unlucky that they didn't kill Dyrus there because of the ignite, but I think if they gone on Santorin or something else like that, it would have been much more cleaner. It would have been a different story. They could have played it really differently as well.
Santorin exhibits a large amount of control on the map on Gragas, both from just his clearing, but mainly his gank potential and his consistency as a player. All coming in huge on the jungle Gragas.
Yep. We really haven't seen too many woes with these teams. All the TSM
Tech pause.
Fortunate tech issue. Mistake for the home game.
Urgot is so sloppy.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
That's unfortunate.
Just by looking at item bills right now,
At least it's not kind of like an emotional thing. You're just like, oh man.
everyone's
I'm
fairly
really
even.
for it. It's just kind of like
Dyrus is
It's
just
actually
10
surprising.
CS ahead. It's 10 CS ahead.
Of all the LCS games we've had.
Well, we took the banana away. See,
I'm trying
still
to make,
getting
make
support.
sure everything still works. Maybe they'll get him a replacement keyboard. We shall see.
How he's been helping the team. But looking at these teams, two so surprised that they are the top two fighting for the final.
And high spills water, right?
Finally,
Amazing.
Battle tested it. But the IM, they didn't win.
San Jose.
In times by power of evil. Then they come into the LCS season and they pick right up after. They win IM kind of.
And now the second place team in Europe. So,
Yeah.
showing what.
Hide the janitor right there, guys.
Lane bittered, but he's in the LCS. Been closer
They sir. Up and back.
so much since then. And
Fresh blood in a scene, being able to do. I was always
Something I missed here.
we're back. with the coaching
Alright, I'm gonna start
staff
from
and
here.
the experience and the top talent they've been able to recruit. And that's what ends up in the
Alright,
final.
let's see
Cloud9
now.
with the experience, TSM with both.
So again,
Now we're back to
again the
final
same
place
thing is
here.
gonna happen here, right? Cloud9, alright. I hope this doesn't happen again where High is gonna put in a very awkward position and TSM comes gank. Alright? Balls is unable to get Cena is unable to get control of the top side jungle, like the top side of the map. So this is all TSM's vision. This is all TSM. TSM are just like TSM, Santorin, and Usboy can just walk everywhere and just do anything they want. Essentially, they can gank mid consistently from the top side. So all High needs to do is stay bottom side of the map, the bottom side of the mid lane. Okay, that will give support for the support from Cloud9 will be able to support High when needed. Depending on the calls and the variations of stuff, of course.
Proponent of
Like
fresh
coming in
blood
again.
in a scene, being able to do very
The
well.
Cloud9 has no idea this is happening
Going
because of
even
how
harder.
the vision was working right now.
That it has fizzled out for these teams. The veterans.
And then here we go
now
again.
what brings
Oh
them
my
to this
god.
level and
Oh
caliber
wow.
of
Wow, that
play.
charm
A lot has
miss.
been dodged out by Fancy Feet High, but even with 4 legs, he can't tiptoe out of that one. High goes
I
down
just
for
I
first blood
I
in the
think
mid
this
lane
is just
after a rinse and
twice in a
repeat
row
follow-up
that High
from Blue
Vis
Flash.
is not
Ruthless
respecting
right
the top
there,
lane
right after the
rooms,
pause.
like
Now
the top
teams
rooms.
cannot communicate
The top
during
side rooms of,
activate
like,
pauses
of
that.
TSM,
That wasn't
it's-
something TSM hatched up. That is something they were able to execute.
Because
as soon as
whenever
we get
like
back into the game.
whenever Lustboy is not seen on the top side, like whenever you see him like going down from the lane,
Never
it's
a good
you
thing.
must
Also
know
doesn't
that
really
he's
have
trying to do
keep
something,
throwing
right?
towards
It's like was he
Madden's
warding or
right
gonna
away, so he
gank
can
you?
go ahead and build
Right?
ability
If he is
power.
like doing either one of them, you have to play on the bottom side of the map. You have to stay back, alright? The bottom side of the river brush. It doesn't matter where you are, you just have to stay at the bottom side of the brush. You know,
Everybody on
like
TSM happy with how that went.
put yourself into more of a time to get out of
Looking to
there.
Push it too hard. We're gonna get this top lane with a bit of damage. Actually, gonna let the wave just clear out. We might even get the rotate to bottom.
Yeah, Mita's going to try and pick up that free farm. It's, again, unfortunate that this isn't going to the Maokai, who is being more
TSM's
and
vision right here.
denied. Overall CS.
It's like
10 CS
denying the
level.
Cloud9 vision. The Cloud9 now notices like, oh, we need vision on the top side a little bit more.
And for good reason. TSM.
This matchup is already going to Ari's favor just because of these like of the two ganks, those roams. After the first gank, C9 should already be starting to put wards, to rotating the wards up top. High already had a chance to win back once, so he should have bought wards way earlier and try to deny some vision, get some vision on earlier.
Lucian, we usually see him take a back seat as well. Looking at that lane now, a nice bit.
Lane 3 swap because Jinx has a BF sword, makes the lane way easier for her to do stuff
One of
in.
them would love to get that damage trade in their favor to make Dragon a little bit easier. Rotation already towards the bottom side from Santorin, but he is warded out nicely by, I believe, Lemon Nation's work down there. Slowly coming in for the gank. Another spot out here. They've already got the pings. They are pretty much ready. Meteos is top lane though, so they may still try to go for this bottom side, knowing the aggression is there and they could be safe for the dive.
Whoa, Darius, that was unnecessary, man.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that
Darius
Lulu.
blows his ultimate.
That was
Maybe
pretty
the
poor.
length of the chase scared him too much.
I'll be honest, that's
It's
very
like he's
poor.
gonna have backup if he's being this crazy.
You can't see high in mid lane. Ari had moved away. Interesting. Something they may be able to.
Oh my god. Cloud9, Cloud9, Cloud9. Cloud9's early game needs to be a little more fixed here. So they put balls back up on top lane to farm against Dyrus's Lulu, which is, there's nothing wrong about it. I don't see any huge issue about it at all. Meteos wants to help balls out, alright?
use
So
it
they
as
have to
timing
trade
for
out.
that.
Because of the lane,
They have to trade the
Shield
dragon
is
and the
able to
blue
steal
buff
blue
away.
As well as prop
Oh,
up
hey.
his dragon take. So while Darius' ultimate was unnecessary, Meteos' chase was even more unnecessary. I think Meteos was tunneling a little bit on giving balls space to farm by getting Darius out of there, but it did.
I think right now, Cloud9 is like trying to put more emphasis on balls right now. They want to get the tank running. They want to have like at least 2 tanks right in front TSN space, trying to get balls back some levels, just from that. Because the only reason why you want to do that and just like not protect your own bottom side of the buff, like you know Dragon was coming up, right? You know it. You know Blue was also up. Urgot needs it, right? You know Urgot wants it to continue to farm and harass. So the only reason why you do that is you want to help balls
And both
trying to
Santorin
get some
and
levels
Lulu
back
have
up against
game-changing
Dyrus. So
ultimates on these
Yeah,
tank junglers, something they actually used awesome.
I think the trade-off from that was perfectly fine, though. All right, the dragon trade, like the dragon and the blue buff trade. I think High can still stack up his mana, like his tier decently well. But I don't. But I still think, all right, that Cloud9 can rotate their wards a little bit better on the bottom side. Like talking about putting wards on bottom side. You know what? It's whatever, I guess.
When Meteos was on Gragas, he was landing great ultimates as well. We've seen Sejuani completely swing team fights before as well. And it will be incredibly important where those ultimates are used and if they can give each team an advantage. Because right now, when
I don't know, like the bottom right there, like the two, like the bottom lane, the matchup. Because when TSM swats back, it's already instant. Like they want the dragon. I know like Balls wants level 6 really badly before like trying to like contest any more neutral objectives, but
good at stretching it out.
Yeah.
So unless
man,
Cloud9
just like after
with
that first
Sejuani
dragon, everything just went
not
turmoil
power
after
ganked
that
by
dive.
Santorin.
That one poor dive that they didn't get any advantage of. It's just like really too much for. It's caused this 7-minute issue.
We'll be able to get. Just keep poking,
Because they wasted so many resources down bottom. They wasted 4 people's time trying to dive someone and not getting anything done.
Keeps them in the game and allows the lead to grow ever so.
Like they almost killed someone, but that's not a kill. So you didn't actually kill anybody there. You wasted so many time. You gave Balls like a little more hard time to farm as well. He's also wasted time by rotating back top, causing all these issues right now. Now they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose so much. Right? They're gonna lose bottom tower. I won't be surprised that TSM's gonna like get the middle tower later on too by rotating there.
And outplayed by TSM.
We've seen games where Balls gets focused like this, pushed out.
And Balls is just continue to be pressured.
Now he's got himself back
Just
up
from
level,
the
but
poor early
resources
game, like how Cloud9 played it
Exactly.
out.
TSM
Also because of how Lustboy went up there to try to like stop their jungle a bit, like to like show like when he showed himself, it also kind of showed like
instead of just like a baby sapling tree.
like how it also slowed Maokai like soaking some XP from the red buff as well, because how he was trying to zone like shoe Lustboy away. Like you were seeing him like he was sitting on right around right here while Meteos was inside the pit of the red buff trying to like kill it, finish their camp.
Get the other 4 people ahead. Let Dyrus fend for himself and go even.
Yeah, always. TSM's plan Dyrus.
But right now,
himself, indeed.
right now, Cloud9 has like a huge issue right now. They have 2 members, 2 solo lanes behind. They have Urga behind. They have Maokai behind. All right. Sivir is fairly even with Jinx bot lane. Okay, and Meteos.
Jinx can start approaching these turrets.
Meteos is all right. He's decently fine.
Surge in gold.
All right.
And those turrets are gonna
What?
fall down real quick.
What I can only see from Cloud9 is that if they can make a pick on someone, get a pick on TSM during the later stages of the game, maybe around mid-game area, they might be able to turn this around by catching someone off guard. But if TSM starts grouping up, as long as they don't clump up for a Meteos ult, I don't see a chance in Cloud9 winning this game. I think TSM got this if they continue to play the rotation game fairly well. And to continue pressuring the weak links of like the weak members of Cloud9 right now, which is Balls and High right now. They're fairly weak right now. So TSM swaps back to the top side of the jungle and continue to pressure Balls out.
Team fights break out, they will be explosive, but don't expect them to just happen out of thin air.
So this lane swap happened because there's Jinx rotation, like this rotation on the ball lane going back up top, only happened because they pushed up bot tower. TSM pushed up bot tower of Cloud9's bot tower, causing this rotation to happen. We're causing like a 4-man group up top, 4 or 5 men depending on how TSM wants it. Probably 4 men only because they don't need Bjergsen to be up there anyways. They caused this rotation to go up. Lulu had teleport the whole time, so she just teleported, and this just makes it's very awkward for Cloud9. They just lost another tower thinking they can trade the tower back. But in reality, they couldn't.
Actually take him down.
And then now
Oh, hello.
Dyrus should be.
Cloud9's got to try and make a play here.
It's on to Dyrus. That ultimate is still up for him. He can get the wild growth on. I don't think it's going to be enough as a Winter's Bite and concussive blows just equal out to the stun.
My
And
God,
Dyrus
I'm just
goes
like.
down. So Cloud9 gets
Okay,
traded to the
that-
bottom side for a turret,
teleport,
but they've lost
though.
another one up top as well.
Good job right there for Cloud9 to get aggressive right as the turret was falling. Dyrus needed to
All right.
fall away from that turret to not be at risk for that engage. But now the two big...
I think that Dyrus may not want the TP. He might want to TP the second tier tower next time just to get that wave instead. Because when you're doing a lane swap, the whole important thing that you want to do is not to save towers, right? It's not to save towers. Top lane wants to get experience. So if you teleport on a second tier tower, alright, not the first tier tower, but also the fact that when he teleported first tier tower, the awkward thing that he did was trying to get sneaky out of the range of like get away from the tower. But instead, like when Lemonation showed, Dyrus is in a very bad situation. But what I think they should have done instead, that is they should have just like went back. Like Dyrus should have just like
They
went
take
back
it
after
point
teleporting.
textbook here in the mid. Another
Or
flash
wow, that's a
needed
huge
blown.
ult,
This
but then they
time
didn't have
on
sneaky to
Cloud9
help.
as the third
So you just
outer
should have
ball
teleport a
down
second
quite
tower
quick
and then
for
just
the
like
bottom one.
stay in the range and
That's
just
gonna
soak
put quite a
XP.
bit of money
Get some
over
experience
onto
out of it.
or rather, sorry,
Because right now,
Turtle
like
and Turtle. Both
right
of
now
them have
Sneaky just
1,000.
denied it like
Santorin just hit that as well. So
quite a few
burning
minions
a hole in
for
their
Dyrus.
pockets. They decide to stay on the map for a little bit longer.
Now
Vision they
Ball
know
is just
getting
caught
out
up.
the
Like he
dragon.
caught up. Not in like he even like out CS's Dyrus, but he also has
Nice
more
play
experience I
overall there
think
by
right now.
TSM.
Then
Not being dissuaded by Meteos' Sejuani ultimate because they knew there wasn't follow-up there. High still stacking up. Just got his Manamune. Merman is going to be a good distance.
now Balls is just ahead of Dyrus
Double-check that. It's
in terms of like levels.
391 of 750, so it's not stacking incredibly quickly.
Right.
Because Balls has been soaking experience. Wherever he goes, he's always trying to soak experience to try and catch up. Dyrus made a mistake from teleporting on the wrong, like teleporting onto the first tier tower and harassing Sneaky. He should have instead tried to soak experience, not trying to harass
Cloud9
Sneaky.
is trying to bide their time, but they're honestly in catch-up mode. They
From
have
all
been
these
for a
free
while.
like free
It's very
towers
hard to catch
that they
up to a
got
team like
on TSM, what they
who's
got,
so apt at
they
trading
got
and
another
trading
dragon from it.
successfully.
Yeah, they'll play around you. They know
See how
exactly
how
what to do
TSM
to
how
make
how
sure
the
they
ward
get-
vision is from TSM, like all these deep wards, and how look at Cloud9's vision. Okay, look at Cloud9's vision. Okay. So right now, Cloud9 knows TSM's on dragon. Dead fact. This is a almost a fact. They must have they saw them coming down there because of that ward down there. Okay. All three towers are gone. This opens up the map so much that the dragon is always TSM's. If by how they ward, okay. First of all, it was a dragon because mid lane is pushed. High will not contest. Top side is warded. They know C9's ball lane is on top side. Free dragon. Dyrus also pushing the bottom side. Free dragon. Okay. Also, this is very good play from TSM as well because how the lanes are pushed. If you push up the mid lane, this could like TSM however they want to play it. They could go bot lane or they could go mid lane to push down the tower, depending on wherever Meteos is. Right? Meteos was top side. They saw him from the wards from how TSM placed it, so they know he's top side. So the only legit reason, the only how TSM is gonna play this, like I think that
Their
TSM
way,
like
second
this.
dragon is going to be just
These guys
that,
will
and
want to go around
Cloud9 forced
to
answer
bot
towards
to
the
mid lane
top
or the bot lane.
So the mid
Either
laner,
one, however they choose
objective
to.
pressure that TSM is given right now, and it looks like High could be
Oh,
caught in
no.
the mid
Oh
lane.
my God.
They catch him
Okay, so they go
sleeping.
mid.
And
And-
exactly what we were talking about. Cloud9 is pushing the bottom lane. They leave an Urgot.
Cloud9 is still not pushing the bottom
He
lane.
can't clear a wave, so he's
You
just-
can't when your lanes are pushed out like that. Meteos and Lemonation needs to respond. Alright, they need to respond by going somewhere. They need to go to mid tower or to go to bot tower. Save the next tower wherever TSM targets. Alright, you need to cut your losses right now. Because right now TSM is going to rotate bottom and try to get that tower as well. And now, like, Lemonation, like, doesn't recall. Okay, he doesn't recall. He cancels his recall. And there's no one that's going to defend this.
Every trade is in the favor of TSM.
So this is what I was saying. Like,
Erickson played-
before even high stuff, he needed to choose a tower to defend. Alright, either choose mid or bot. Okay. They choose. If they choose mid, Balls needs to rotate to mid right now. I mean, they need to choose mid. Balls need to rotate to mid. Elimination needs to be called way earlier. Alright, way earlier to do something. And defend mid. They choose bottom. High needs to pull back to the first tier tower. And then have elimination also recall back and defend that tower. Because right now, this is a very awkward trade of like 2 towers. Two top lane towers for 2 inner towers for Cloud9 for TSM. And the TSM to Cloud9 trades. And a dragon. This is a huge loss for Cloud9. The only way I can see them coming out, like able to win this game, is getting a pick. Cloud9 getting a pick, like from the rotational pick that Cloud9 sets the trap and TSM didn't ward it yet. Or like, you know, when someone's warding.
The map is opened up substantially, which leaves many more dangerous corridors to walk down for Cloud9 and only increases the risk of Bjergsen being able to punish them for Ahri. In an ideal game, team comp versus team comp, the turns aren't being traded if you're Cloud9. They want it to be a condensed game, a smaller game, so the tanks can actually find team fights again and again over knowable objectives. But when the map is this open, it actually favors TSM, which is why they've been so willing to trade these.
I like how TSM is doing this right now. You see how they have like 4 members here around the top side area? Because like this is the thing, all right. This is what TSM did well and Cloud9 did not do well. Okay, during the earlier lane swap, I said that Cloud9 had no idea, like they should have no clue because of how the lane swap is. TSM's balling on top lane. The lane swap happened. This whole top side jungle is essentially TSM's. So they didn't respect that. I mean, High did not respect that, or the team didn't respect that. Either way, they didn't respect that, and High got danked twice. Okay, died once from it. This right here from TSM is already like they're already grouping up together, trying to regain control. Like look how they're regaining control. This eliminates the chance of them getting killed inside their jungle, in case that Cloud9 decides to set up a trap for them. This is very smart. This is how you do not get picked off in the jungle. This is the only way the Cloud9 can win is to get picked while TSM trying to ward and clear wards. So they're already grouping up. And then they're already like, see how they rotate as a group trying to regain control as well. It's like they know Cloud9's not top anymore, so they're going bottom. They might be bottom because of how Silver is pushing it. So they group up together and will go down and then let Dyrus farm after everything is safe.
They were definitely keeping timers on that flash from High in the mid lane.
Cloud9 in general is just playing the vision. TSM is playing the vision much better than Cloud9, and how they understand the vision, how they understand what C9 will have, and what TSM like how C9 what vision C9 has, and TSM works around it.
Hit the shot caller and hopefully silence him as well in the process. Towards the top lane,
you see how they always like how they rotate as a group. Yeah, this is oh man, that was a huge Sejuani ult to save them. I was about to say balls gonna get blown up from the explosive cast separation.
What an awesome match.
TSM again grouped up on the top side while warding together. Okay. Like this time, TSM will understand that Cloud9 does not, alright? Does not have any vision. You see Santorin has his sweeper up because he didn't use it. The reason because the C9 is trying to deep ward TSM in their jungle. They will not try to ward their own jungle. Due to the fact that I'm gonna say it later.
Dyrus says, I am right on your heels. Who needs the wild growth? I got speed. I can give it to you. And it looks like they want a bit of the fight. Knowing Elimination's Glacial Fisher's coming out, they back
I don't know why.
for a second.
I don't know why Cloud9 wanted to fight. I think Cloud9 wanted to fight, right?
But that was matchup already approaching the last second tier.
So a flank happens. They decide to flank it for home guards. This is not gonna work.
I am right on your heels. Who needs the wild growth? I got speed. I can give it to you. And it looks like they want a bit
Meteos is not there because he has no ult. I mean, TSM may not have any disengage ults, but then you can't go into flanking like that. You need to be more grouped up like how it is. Because TSM has a clueless glitter lens and has bubble. Jinx chompers and Jinx's W. There still is disengage from them. You need a form of CC before going in like that. Because if Jinx's chompers in the way of how Maokai moves and how Urgot moves, there's nothing you can do. and just Santorin just stays in front, and while Elimination tries to there's nothing you can do about it. The Chompers is gonna block you off, and then TSM has free reign to move back however they want to. So this is why Mutas is needed in this team fight before it happens, so that they can lock them down, and then Cloud9 has the time to work around how TSM sets up the traps and how the Chompers are set up, how the position of TSM sets up their own their own front line and back line, how they want to set it up. So it's just a very poor. I don't think this is a very good TP from Balls. If Balls instead had Home Guards TP'd in, it might cause more chaos for TSM to respond, because Silver is ulting the team. Maokai would still be able to tank for another like 2 seconds at least. So I don't think that was a good TP from Balls. They needed something more.
Each other.
A lot of respect. Bottom wave needs to be cleared out here for Cloud9, so this actually works out nicely for them that they can.
Right, as I was saying about the vision about the 2 towers. After the 2 towers gone, right? After the 2 towers gone, the only thing that Cloud9 will want to ward is around this area of the jungle, right? This area or this area that Elimination warded out. These wards will be rotated out around here, right? Because how TSM is roaming, all right? They saw them from roaming and roaming down here, so they will rotate around the wards here, this area, not this area. The only reason why it's not this area, because Cloud9 has not yet returned to that area from the early on of the stage. The early on of the stage was that they were trying to push this wave down and warding out this area. So TSM kind of knows that this is unwarded territory. The only ward that may happen is this ward, alright? Which Lost Boys earlier used his sweeper to sweep this, alright? He sweeped that area. There was no wards there. So when there's no wards there, this area, there's no wards in that area of the jungle. Because how Cloud9 has warded out early, and how Elimination and Meteos are trying to ward out. So, and when you're grouped up, you can also get caught anyway. So there's like the wards chances of like a huge area of that topside jungle for Cloud9 jungle warded very slim,
very early
to almost impossible.
Throughout the finals, the play out, or rather through the final games, I should say, of 3rd, 4th place yesterday in the semifinals. Doesn't seem like anybody's too worried about it here. Scuttle Crab averted from Dyrus. Can't get it.
This game is just very strategically towards TSM. How they're playing on the vision game is just very. It's just very nice to see how they're playing it.
Unfortunately, Wild Turtle's got that kill on him, so a 300 gold edge. Both these 80 carries, the main damage dealers for their teams throughout the year. If we look at damage dealt to champions as well as kills.
You can see like Dyrus' gold and Balls' gold is very close. They're only like around like 70 gold off of each other because of how.
Had a higher KDA and better CS numbers. Honestly, we're kind of seeing something similar in this match, but as much as we talk about Bjergsen and High, this game is just as much about Sneaky and Wild Turtle. These guys have both stepped up in really big ways this year. Probably the 2 best 80 carries in North America.
Dragons are spawning, and then now TSM is trying to regain control.
TSM versus Cloud9 matchup.
Yep.
Cloud9 right now is really losing a lot of control right now. Oh my god.
What a hit from the ultimate from Meteos. TSM is locked up and now retreating as Cloud9 is trying to get the cavalry to approach on this, and they cannot get through the choke point as TSM makes.
So this is the issue of TSM, alright? TSM did everything right, alright? They were grouping up, trying to clear vision, clear everything, right? They did everything right. The thing that they did wrong later on right here is that they were clearing a ward on unwarded areas, okay? Like they were grouping out right here. Okay, they see a ward here, right? And then they're like, and they try to clear that ward.
Yep.
And then they have a ward right here trying to clear. And then now they know they're screwed. A little too late. A better way to approach this is to have whoever has the, I think Ari had it. This ward should not be cleared, alright? This ward is whatever. Alright, you have no wards in this area. So there might be a flank from here, alright? From Meteos or whoever the engage is from. You gotta anticipate that.
Cloud9 is trying to get the cavalry to approach on this, and they cannot get through the choke point as TSM made their way out very fast.
I wanna see how.
Classic TSM versus Cloud9 matchup.
Yep. Saw him quite a bit on different 80 carries, but now. Oh,
okay, they all focused on Bjergsen, that's good.
From the ultimate from Meteos, TSM is locked up and now retreating as Cloud9 is trying to get the cavalry to approach on this, and they cannot get through the choke point as TSM made their way out very fast after losing Bjergsen.
TSM is lucky to only lose one player after that initiation. Cloud9 going to try and push down this mid turret as fast as possible.
There should be a mid tower. There should be a mid tower in the Dragon for
Very
TSM.
small minion wave, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter. They have enough damage. They should be able to get Dragon here in a very big move. Completely evens out this game. Next few turrets are going to be really big.
The fact that Cloud9 could posture outside of the Dragon with that many missing turrets, they're missing 4 turrets on the Dragon side of the map that are all danger walking through. But that specific corridor is actually where they want to catch a fight. TSM
See, like right here, this is the empty spot. Okay, empty spot. Once they put that ward down, they saw elimination. Now they know they're screwed, right? Ari's positioning is very poor right now. If you continue to play this right now, like now they know they're screwed, and then the ult comes in.
4-man Sejuani ultimate, giant Sivir damage coming in as well.
And then the explosive cast comes in just to save.
That's the main reason you only saw 1 casualty, because no one else could be swapped back into the team for additional kills. But it puts Cloud9 back in position in this game, and critically gives them some time.
Now this game is fairly even right now.
It's just a whole lot of.
It's also still fairly even
coming out of that. Cloud9 got the engage they wanted, which they'll probably never get again. Most teams would have completely died.
This game is now very like even because of how
disengaged. These guys are on point on both sides.
On like the Dragons, because now the Dragons even. The goalie is fairly even.
A hole in TSM's vision control. They have a
The only because of how lanes work,
yellow trinkets.
Bjergsen is still ahead of Ty. No question about that. Okay. Dyrus is now losing against it's behind balls. This is even. So essentially, you have 2 tanks ahead on to their lane counterparts. So your tanks are now ahead. Your double AD comp, your double AD, alright, which is very high damage, alright, very high damage double AD, alright, is starting to catch back up. Your tanks are getting the APs, alright, it's getting some damage in. Maokai's got Rod of Ages. Now the AP damage is sufficient enough in the mid game for Cloud9 to fight. You have Sejuani, who also does a fair amount of AP. Still tanking as well. Everything's going fine now. Like, right now, the game that TSM should be playing is to not clump up. Alright? They should not be in a choke point clearing wards anymore. Alright? They should not be in like these small areas. They need at least a vision like around this if they're trying to clear that ward here. Alright? So right now, TSM should only try to be pushing the waves out, like pushing bot lane and the mid wave out, and then they can ward this area. It's what they did earlier in the game. They're trying to just spread them out and get control, and then work around that vision area control. Without doing that, this will happen again. Okay, this will happen again. You don't never want that to happen again. All right.
Cloud9 was the team that did the double yellow trinkets because Meteos would like to put more of his gold into combat items, and they get less vision denial, more overall vision. TSM should have more overall vision right now because of the double sightstone.
They had like 4 wards on that spot. 1 ward got them out.
Yeah. 4 people on this
So
team.
TSM is a scuttlecraft, so there's no worry about a Baron.
3 wards out on a map indefinitely, and they didn't have the wards there for the Cloud9 fight. Just a lapse.
So they're not on around. They know they're around the top side jungle. TSM should now be actually be very like
taking their time for right
fairly
now.
scared
That is for sure.
of them.
Gold is.
They know they're there.
Right across the board.
They gotta know they're there.
Dragons and kills. Thought Santorin was going to be stepping a little too close, but he's able to suck in his gut there and get out of the way of the.
Dyrus has no TP, so he can't push up bot waves.
Cloud9 is now, you can see,
at
kind
all.
of on the forefront here. They want to start the engages. They're not afraid anymore.
Because now Scuttle is now down, and
TSM
TSM has yet to continue to establish the control on
what's
there.
happened now is Cloud9 has successfully
Now,
a lot of the vision.
by denying the
Good
control,
pinboards, good
this is gonna
sweeping,
be
1 upgraded super, 2 normal sweepers for Cloud9. But if we look at where TSM is going, they don't have good vision control. That's why they're having Santorin run in as the tanky Gragas with a Lulu to shield him and try and get these wards. Cloud9 only wants to catch them. It's a big game of give and take here. TSM has already traded the majority of the objectives, so there's not much more trading they can do now that they've lost vision control.
Right. You saw him, Santorin, do it once again there. Almost put them in a scary position. You can see Whimsy and other speed ups being used, saying, shouldn't be here. Once again, Cloud9 approaches. These guys are just lining up for the fights. Good thing they
There's no
cannot
reason for
see
TSM to
Sticky
be
right
scared.
now
They know
over
they're
at
doing.
red.
They're not.
Pretty sure that would
They're
be a
not
great
doing
engage.
Baron
Team Solo
because they
making
saw
it out.
Silver on this word way earlier where
Steve,
she
this
when
one
she
off.
rotated
The
upwards.
thing is, it's very tricky for TSM to find initiation without vision control. They're just walking straight up to Cloud9. They can't really get through the tank lines. They need to pick
boy.
off one person at a time. What a bold Baron call here by Cloud9. I'd expect them
Now
to
they know
peel
because they
for
saw
a
the
fight,
word
but
come out.
we haven't seen them find fights recently. We'll see here. Do they burn Siverall?
Heismer Amana just popped through here. Big boost
Alright,
of damage
now-
for
now
Urgot
Cloud9's
coming
going
into this.
in.
Can they get around the choppers without hitting? Righteous Glory doesn't really get him
Oh
there.
my
Meteor with a five-man Sejuani ultimate. If TSM can make it through this, they got it. But Cloud9 is locking them down. Bjergsen on the outside. He gets swapped in with the position reverser. How is TSM still alive in this one? They are doing everything they can, but Cloud9 closes the door on that fight.
A five-man Sejuani ultimate.
That's
Have
a
you
very
ever
good
seen
Sejuani
a
ult,
better
flash
Sejuani
ult.
They are
I'm gonna look
But
in here right
We
now.
haven't seen them find.
All right, right now let's look at what TSM has as a disengage right now. Nami ult, Centauran ult. So
Fights recently. We'll see here. Do they burn Siverall?
Heismer Amana just
Righteous Glory burn right here. They're engaging. Bromshot, this is a mistake by elimination. There's no reason for you to do that. Okay, I'm gonna be straight honest. There's no reason for you to do that. I don't think Ari's charmed. All right. I'm gonna watch this again.
What a
All right,
bold
before I'm
Baron
gonna
call
claim
here
that
by
was a
Cloud9.
mistake.
I'd expect
There's
them
no
to
reason to
peel
for
for a fight.
Bromshot right now.
We haven't seen them find fights recently. We'll see here. Do they burn Siverall?
Okay, they
Heismer
burn. Alright, he
Amana
burned
just
charm.
popped through.
He was still not in danger anyways, burning the charm anyways. It was like he was not like in a disposition to be get caught out at a team that can't help him. So there was no reason to burn it. Alright? Here's the reason why I say it was a bad mistake by elimination in this part. Because if right now, if Lustway decides to tidal wave right now, right on this part of area, this disengage would have been perfect for TSM. That last 5 minutes to draw out will not happen. Okay, unless they all decide to flash away from the Nami ult perfectly and continue to chase with the Silver ult. Okay, that might work. Jinx Chompers should be from right now. Needs to be from right now. Okay, as well.
through here. Big
TSM does the Chompers only. Okay.
the damage for
Ward is right here. Last Boy has the perfect time to Nami ult still. See, this is why I was it was a bad issue right now. So if right now Lust Boy decides to forward tidal wave right now, Lemonation does not have the Braum shoot to block it. This will be a full-on disengage.
Urgot coming into this.
They walk past right it.
Can they get her?
Tidal wave again. Centauran. Gragasol right here. Blow the tank line away. The only way how Cloud9 is gonna win the fight or how they're gonna engage the fight is to have the 2 tank lines walk up to TSM. Alright? Having Sejuani ulting in, or just charging in as well, depending on how you want to do it. Balls, Twisted advancing in, having an ult out.
On the choppers without hit.
None of them, right? You know what I mean? Like, right now, this is so bad for TSM. Like, look, Meteos get so close to TSM right now. And while Lust was trying to throw a bubble. And there's still a tidal wave. There's still a like Gragasol. None of the ults were used when they were charging. When you notice a Righteous Glory and a Silver ult is coming down, alright? Or either one of them, you have to disengage, alright? Lustway has 2 windows of opportunity to do that. Lustway did neither of them. Centauran has an all window opportunity as well, and he did none of them. So the disengage of TSM did not do anything to disengage. This resulted in them getting caught in.
Glory doesn't really get him there. Meteor.
And right now, Lustway decides to ult, alright?
Five-man Sejuani ultimate.
So they all go for Dyrus. Alright, the call is on to go to Dyrus. The focus on Dyrus.
Can make
And then how Bjergsen is playing this is like he's trying to kill
this.
balls.
They got
Okay? He's trying to kill balls.
it. But Cloud9.
And then Turtle right now is being permafrost onto the Bromo. He can't run. His Jinx reset is not gonna work as how he anticipates him to work on. Right now, Jinx should be more careful by herself. She's walking up to kill Braum, right? This is actually a very risky move because how Sneaky's positioned himself on the right here, and how High has just joined the fight. He just joined the fight from all that instance. Look how awkward the position is from TSM right now. The tank is right next to the AD carry, and an AD carry is right under the AD carry right now. This is like horrible for Cloud9. I mean, not Cloud, for TSM. And then Cloud9 now swaps Bjergsen. Okay, this is an attempt to make Bjergsen and it's unable to, unable to run away from TSM. But however, I think this is a very bad swap. This is a very bad swap. Not because of how Bjergsen can just run down and kite it with his team, but more because of how he swapped it and will kill elimination, I think, in the process, maybe. Nope. Oh, he doesn't kill elimination in the process. Instead, Ari just continue to kite backwards. That ult there, I think they almost do nothing there. It's kind of like trying to zone. That could actually kill Braum. I think Bjergsen can kill Braum if she decides to Q Braum instead of queuing High. Bjergsen played it trying to get onto High. Instead, I think what High should have done was to wait it out. Okay, was to wait it out. What do I mean by waiting out? Bjergsen has only one last charge there, alright, before it ended. So you need him to blow that one last charge, and then you want to ult him. You don't want him to flash charge away. That is the incorrect use of how Urgot ult. It's like Urgot ult is more used to make the enemy carries out of position, and their team can kill it. The team was Sneaky. One of your 80 carries on high damage priorities is now killing Jinx. Alright? His focus is now killing Jinx. So, your damage deal is not gonna kill Ari. No matter what. And you could probably have a chance of killing elimination as well for that. Alright? So let's just say if Ari ults inward to kill elimination, let's say he did that, then High is fine to ult him, Bjergsen away. Because that would save elimination, okay? Because how the reversal works, he will be swapping Bjergsen back into TSM's team instead of trying to save elimination. That may work, that is fine, but how this played out right now is very poor of High. How he played it. It's not a very smart play of High. That just saved Bjergsen's life, I would say.
TSM still alive in this one. They are doing everything they can.
And that's a very worthless flash. And a High flashing over the wall, knowing that Bjergsen went downwards, not this way. This is also very poor from High.
Closes the door on that fight.
A 5-man Sejuani
Not very
ultimate.
spectacular,
Have you ever
really.
seen a better Sejuani ultimate in competitive play? He did the ult flash as well to make it.
I mean, props to Meteos able to capitalize on how TSM misplays. I think this game was TSM's game and TSM threw it. I think this is a TSM throw. More than Cloud9 being amazing at how they play. There was some issues how High played a team fight very poorly. So they walked around it.
They walk around the choppers. Watch this. Ooh. Okay, so what he did is he actually flash Q'd to get in point blank range and then just hit his ultimate. So he didn't actually instant cast the Sejuani ultimate, but the effect was the same because he was right next to TSM when it landed. The explosion rate.
This was very poor.
At that point, Sneaky was able to get into the brunt of the TSM team without them getting protected, while Turtle did not do enough damage. Therefore, Sivir ran him down.
Maokai ulting, twisting, advancing Turtle as a correct target to go. Because if you twist and advance Ari and she dashes backwards, you're more inside the team, and that exposes you to get blown up before
before
Cloud9 can support you. They were actually like a second away. That second might be a really huge for Balls. Alright? So that was fine. That was a good, actually good test of advance from Balls. If anyone's asking why not going Bjergsen, since Bjergsen is like a huge target for TSM.
I think that's one thing we've learned here. Now with Baron Cloud9 trying to siege, it's going to be tough.
No, this game should be Cloud9's. I don't think TSM is going to win it now.
How to get back into this one.
The reason why I'm saying like how TSM is not going to win it is because now Cloud9 has 2 tanks, right? 2 mega tanks, and they have a Braum shield. That Braum shield is also making Braum kind of a tanky person as well from the shield. With High getting tanky as well, it's like a kind of a 4-man tank-ish, like maybe like 3.5 man, like maybe like 2 and like maybe 3-man tank. I don't know, like something like that. Because Domination and High is kind of like a half tank. So like maybe half you want to call it, and then they go for 3-man tank, and they have like a high damage server at the backline doing damage.
Have been off of 4 to 5 people getting caught in the Sejuani ultimate.
If TSM does not use their disengage properly again, this is going to be really bad for TSM. Because TSM will not have any chance of coming back in this game if this happens. The movement speed Dragon is very huge for TSM and for Cloud9, so TSM getting that is very good for them disengaging, but they really need to use those disengage ults much more better.
Aspect of the Dragon is still something that can close the door right back on you. Cloud9 would not be feeling too good. We have a long series here. We are only in game 1, and 30 minutes is what we were kind of seeing as a lot of these games end yesterday. Back and
these wards right now are useless right now. Right, TSM wards are now supposed to be inside their base now. They should be rotating those wards way sooner.
3 kills for
those wards should have been like rotated during Dragon, like during when they're doing Dragon. After getting Dragon, those wards should be rotated. Because right now, not only are they losing vision inside their own jungle, they're also losing towers as well. So they need those visions way earlier before Cloud9 takes these. Because losing the inhib towers are inevitable. You can't avoid it. Cloud9 is gonna run in their base, so you need the wards earlier to deny Cloud9's vision way earlier, in order to hopefully not get caught out when you're trying to get out of your base, trying to farm something or do anything that you need to do.
Just a little bit out of sorts with where they're going to be going. They actually have a lot of wards sprinkled around the Dragon area / that side of the map, so it is a little bit inexcusable that TSM gives up that turret so uncontestedly, but with that inhibitor down, that is mission successful for Cloud9 with the Baron buff. They can now use that pressure of super minions the next time a major objective comes up, like when the Baron respawns.
So right now, Cloud9 not only has like all the bottom warded, which is very useful for Cloud9 because TSM has to clear the mid wave at all costs now because of the minion waves. So Cloud9 essentially has bottom and mid lane warded. So Cloud9 now rotates top lane.
Yeah, that too.
Because they're free to do it. Jinx continues to show herself bottom, continue to farm. So right now Cloud9 can what they want to do is that they can go top side and to outside to do something they want or do anything they want. Oh man, Walter overextends.
Turtle. Put the shell on. This could be bad.
Alright,
TP be for Balls as well. He needs to get something to get back into this game. He's been benefiting from everybody else. Oh, look at him the high.
That's sad.
Assist money is still good money.
Yeah, this is a situation where TSM couldn't trade something back, so they have clearly lost control of this game.
Yeah, this game
when Wild Turtle was out too far trying to farm that wave. There's a lot that TSM has lost.
Now this game is actually on C9 10. TSM has no control over this game.
We knew when Meteos picked this Ahri that for TSM to win this game, he was going to have to win lane, transition that advantage to other lanes, and then use vision control to continually catch off Cloud9. The first thing happened. He won the lane with the Ahri. As far as transitioning to other lanes, not really, because Cloud9 was trading objectives, which would have set up the third play from TSM, which is starve the enemy out of vision control, get picks, use those picks to catapult them into objectives. But as TSM was going for those picks, miraculously, Cloud9 worked around TSM's vision net. Meteos landed several good ultimates, and now the vision net is gone. So in full 5v5 teamfights, TSM, unless they play miraculously and Cloud9 misses some big ultimates, TSM is destroyed in those full 5-on-5s. Therefore, they've kind of lost.
The turning point of the whole game was that mid lane fight. How it shows like Lust Boy
in the top lane was what TSM worked off of. They dropped
has yet to understand how to to understand some aspects of
focus was to take down high too much. Those
Nami.
2 kills kept him
It shows
to
that
the
he's
second tier turret, which easily becomes
somewhat
Rome,
still
right?
needs
After
a little
that
more
first tier's
practice
down,
on.
You get the inner wards, and you're all
And
over the
Santorin not
side.
ulting there was also very questionable in my opinion.
I mean, we can see
Yeah.
that they shut down Azergoth, but yeah, without the focus,
Oh boy.
they're not dealing with other stuff. TSM scattering this time. No 5-man Sedgals today.
The pop on Santorin, that's his flash. Explosive cast goes out to try and save his life. It's a nice set of choppers from Turtle. The tsunami as well from Lustboy coming through, and they may be able to just retreat into the base. That's his flash.
I mean, we can see
Yeah.
that they
And you're all over the side lanes.
High is down 80 CS to Bjergsen. I mean, we can see
Yeah.
that they shut down Azergoth, but yeah, without the focus.
Does TSM know this is happening? So TSM saw Braum earlier right here. So Braum was here. And then they transitioned. TSM knows they're there. Santorin has no way, has no issue, has no reasoning to do that. Then, which resulted as a Lulu TP because Lulu knows that this is happening. Yeah, Lulu TP's right now when Santorin gets caught. In this team comp, you can't do that. You can't face check again. Again, TSM is trying to get. I mean, the same mistake. I would say like they're not a say like the same first mistake. The first mistake they did. A lack of vision in causing someone to face check. But it's not really a face check when you know that they're up on top side. I know I understand that TSM, alright, TSM understands that Baron is coming on 40 seconds. Wait for Dyrus to go up. And then go in, alright? And then go in to check. Not have Santorin to face check, like stand right here and throw a barrel out. That would just lead to C9 running into your face if they see the opportunity to do that, which would happen right here. They have the Righteous Glory, they have the Silver Ult ready, alright? They have those key tools already. And if you split up, which is right here, you have Nami way down here, alright? He's here. Santorin's right here. And your damage kill is right here. You're missing someone. You're missing the Lulu to help you to boost, to kite backwards. So right now you're in an awkward position where Gragas ult is not going to do anything. Nami ult is not going to probably do much at all because how split it is, everyone is. Like, this is so awkward. If you play this out, and then you look at right here, Lust Boy. Boy, oh Lust Boy. Let's go like a little, like 5 seconds backwards here. I'm going to pause on a perfect moment where Lust Boy should have tried ulting. Right now, he should be channeling the ult. Alright? This way, that ult will now be running right here and trying to like knock these two person up. Alright? Lemon and Meteos will be knocked up. And then, Santorin should throw ult right now as well. Alright? Even if Lustboy didn't throw ult earlier, Lustboy should throw ult right now as well. Alright? After the bubble, Lustboy should be channeling ult in next second. He should be channeling ult because how C9 is running in with Silver ult. And Gragas should be ulting right now on this area right here, where I'm spinning right now. This will put Meteos down right here to the Bjergsen and Wild Turtle, which is fine. But zoning elimination down right here, this could cause a very awkward situation where TSM can have a choice of going on Meteos. Because Dyrus is teleporting right on this area, if I remember correctly, right on where I'm spinning. So if this is the case, this might work out for TSM, you know. Or they could just throw it all right around this area right here, if they just so want to. Like, I think this Braum's just gonna block it, so I don't think so. So either way, it's a very poor play right now. So TSM, like, Lustboy is still not channeling his ult. Gragas flash. Gragas flashes away. Again, here. If you didn't use ult earlier, thinking that might not, like, in that time moment, that's like, oh, maybe that's not a good time to do ult. Whatever. Here again, he could use ult, alright? If I was to choose the opportunity where the best place to ult, Nami should have ulted right here when two guys right here. Alright, now also right now Nami has a perfect way to ult, which is why I said 1 second later he should have been ulting right now. Perfect time to ult. Santorin right now has the most perfect ult in the world, alright? There should be no doubt about it that this ult would blow all of them away and TSM would be able to survive for maybe another minute or two. Alright, maybe another minute or two, okay? No ult, too late, ult's way too late. Lustboy doesn't ult at all. He ults right now trying to throw 5-man ult and then ult's too late. Nami ult is not to knock people off for a team fight. Nami ult's all away from them just engaging on you so they can back off way quicker. And then the ult now is useless. I mean, that ult was literally useless ult, and then everything's way too late now. That could have happened way earlier if Santorin may have ulted earlier, like, you know, like how he ulted someone to zone them out, like get them away from the team. That may happen earlier, causing a better, something better.
The backup of his team right there. Re-engage.
Going out of Lustboy. That's the blade. Almost the boomerang coming in from Sneaky. One more shot. He is able to get Lustboy. Turtle.
Why is TSM re-engaging this?
They don't back up. They go right through the front door.
This was C9's fault already, alright? C9 won this fight clear, fair and square, alright? Fair. Alright? High could have flashed ulted Lustboy right now, okay? To get one more person and try to probably get, you know, maybe get some more pressure early on. That did not happen. Instead, Cloud9 continues to chase downward when your movement speed buffs are gone. This is over-aggression right here. This is separation. This is what TSM wants in general from the team comp, alright? What I said earlier in Gem Select. That if Greg is ult away ult away C9, and if somehow the explosive, if they can manage to put the explosive cast to separation 1 or 2 members away from Cloud9,
Coming through and they
that Lustboy play on to kill on Jinx, like that bubble onto Lemonation was the core of how TSM wants to play around the reset on the Jinx comp. You know how they want to chase. The problem is that TSM to focus too much on how they think how their comp is playing out, so they continue to rush onward to like trying to chase, because they think, oh, we got the thing that we wanted, since how they planned it, how it might work out, one of the scenarios that work out. Let's continue to chase. That's not how it works. You already lost. You lost all of your disengage tools. If they re-engage, you're screwed. Alright? Maokai can always re-engage if he wants. Hai did not use his ult. He can re-engage if he wants.
may be able to just retreat into the base.
This is a mistake by Elimination and balls in general. This is not supposed to happen. This is not supposed to happen from TSM. And then now the re-engage is gonna happen.
Re-engage. Going out of Lustboy. That's the blade. Almost the boomerang coming in from Sneaky. One more shot. He is able to get Lustboy. Turtle falls.
And then now Hai uses his channeling ult on Bjergsen. I think overall, my god, my voice is fucking cracking up right now. Talk too much. Overall, Hai's ability on Urgot is fairly poor. Alright, how he understands how to win to ult and how to use it was fairly poor. There was some opportunities of when to use it properly in a team fight and how to get more advantage of it was shown. Alright, TSM, I think this game, more on Lustboy, has yet to master on how to Nami, like when to use Nami ult as a disengage. When your team needs has Nami, and you want to play on disengage, you want to disengage with the team comp, not to use it as a knockout for a team fight. Alright? Especially when they have a run in your face comp, you want to disengage, okay? And then just keep going, you can have a Greg disengage as well. And then TSM can have more of a free reign due to the range and mobility of Ahri and Jinx, respectively. And with Lulu's last resort, if C9 re-engages with several ult and all that stuff, you know, that's how the counter should be played out. So I think this game is more on TSM's fault, alright? Like more than Cloud9, alright? It's already been shown that like that High has some issues with Urgot already. He's not showing a complete great usage of it. Alright? There were some instances as well that his E was not on point. There were some instances that his Q was awkward and all that stuff, alright? And its alt was not on point as well. I didn't like it as well, how he used it. Although I think like Santorin also has some part of the blame as well because he also playing one of those disengaged champs. I think, alright, this is what I think. I think that the pre-planning of TSM was to use Kragus ult to separate one or 2% of Cloud9 and have Ari Charm into a Nami bubble into Jinx Chompers, and this is like that's like an instant kill on one guy already. That's like insane amount of CC to kill one guy. But it didn't happen. So I think Santorin didn't adapt well. Instead, he stuck to the pre-planning so much that Santorin didn't adapt into the situation of how the game is being played. So this game essentially, Lustboy was uncomfortable causing this game, like losing out this game for TSM. But and with so more fourth, like maybe if I had to put a percentage mark on it, I would say Lustboy would get around 20 to 30% of the blame because of how he played Nami there. And Santorin also gets like around like 15 to 20 for not being able to adapt to how to engage, like how it works. You know, like if Lustboy doesn't ult, you have to take initiative how to disengage away from the team. They use so much engage ult, you have to just disengage in general. That's what I'm trying to say. So TSM lost game 1, and and they win the next 3 games in a row. Okay, in second place. Alright, one student just says thank you. Alright. So I'm gonna cut my stream for now. I'm gonna be playing League at around 1 hour later. I'm gonna take a 1 hour break. I'm gonna take a shower, do whatever I want, and then I'm gonna come back again and play some League. I'll be playing some casual rank 5s with some online friends, alright? So I'll be doing that. Might solo queue later, or I might do a review analysis again, depending how I want to. Just pretty much like that. Well, okay, Jinx is all the team needs, but I still don't like the disengage combo. Well, the thing is, like, disengage combo wasn't horrible. I think it's just mainly because Lustboy doesn't understand, like, I won't say he doesn't understand. The situation calls for him to use it. He didn't use it at all. Yeah, the Inceptions, or what is it? So many streams, I love it like this. What's going on? Oh, this part. Oh yeah, the Inception boys. This Inception. So I'll be streaming again an hour later. If you find my now enjoyable, you're gonna follow. You're gonna like. I'm not follow me. Like and like it. You're gonna follow my channel if you want. I'll much appreciate it. Other than that, I'll be playing in an hour again with some casual rank 5s, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my coaching. I hope I enjoyed the coaching session and that game 1 analysis. I might do more. Alright, depending on how I do it. I think I analyzed this game much better than how I analyzed yesterday's Gravity versus Cloud9. It's like, whatever. So many streams. Oh, I love it. Okay. I haven't been streaming the past 2 days because I'm preparing something anyway, so. Anyways, oh shit, I just dropped something. Whoopsies. Anyways, I'll be calling out right now. Follow if you like it. If you like my channel, I'll be streaming again in an hour. I hope I see you guys again. I'll be cutting out for now. Alright, see you guys. Holy shit, so much frame drops. Before I